Welcome back to the show. It's your boy Antonio Lamar. The Southeastern Conference, the SEC, announced Wednesday that the league's 2024 scheduling format and opponent matchups will be the same in 2025. And OU announced the opponent and date for its fourth and final 2025 non-conference schedule. The SEC teams will again play 8 conference games in 2025 plus 1, so they're doing that 8 plus 1 format still. And I think they're going to do that till about 2026, I heard. And the plus 1 is required. They have to play a ACC, Big 10, Big 12, Pac-12, or a major independent. And the sites for the 2025 conference games will switch from the 2024 matchups for equal home and away competition over the course of 2 seasons. So, OU's 2025 SEC home opponents at the Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium will be Auburn, LSU, Ole Miss, and Missouri. They will play at Alabama, at South Carolina, and at Tennessee. And, of course, OU and Texas will meet at the Cotton Bowl, and the Sooners will be the away team in 2025. Okay, all dates and games will be announced later. And OU, they do have a 76-30-1 record, combined record against the 7 opponents that's going to be on the schedule in 2024 and 2025, except they've never faced South Carolina, so they're not on the record. But you know, I know a lot of people, I got a couple text messages, people like, man, it's going to be crazy. Man, we're going to need the Lord and Jesus and everybody to come down and help us out to win these games in the SEC. You know, I see a lot of people get nervous out there about this SEC thing. It's okay. I know we officially joined the SEC July 1st. So that's going to be a thing where when things switch over, it's really going to set in that it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? It is time to go. So OU has been, as we saw last recruiting cycle, packing up the D linemen, getting them in shape, getting them ready. Got a lot of recruits coming in. Of course, David Stone leading the way. And so I think they'll be okay coming in year one. Maybe not as stout as we would like to be, but we do have Jackson Arnold. We do have Gavin Sawchuk coming back. We do have Nick Anderson coming back. So we got a couple pieces in place on the offensive end where I think they can improve. Now, we got to see what Seth Luttrell and Joe John Finley, see how they work out, see how they get things done, how their game plans are implemented in this SEC style of football, which we all know is mainly defensive oriented. So it's going to be tough, okay? It's going to be some growing pains, all right? We might lose a game or two, but in the end of the day, I think OU will be okay overall, especially as a program. We know we top 5, top 10 in the nation, as far as a program is concerned. Top 5 in my book for sure. But I think they'll be able to pull in the recruits going forward in order to maintain a roster that can compete every year in the SEC. Now, we got Nick Saban. He's gone now. You know what I'm saying? And those types of things. So Harbaugh's gone now because we know that in the 2025 schedule does well. Let's look at the non-conference. We you know what I'm saying, they got Illinois State, Michigan, Temple, and Kent State. And we know, like I said, like I just said, Harbaugh, he's gone. So Michigan, they'll be, you know, trying to revamp. You know what I mean? Shout out to the guy, I can't remember his name off the top of my head right now, but the head coach that got the job. Shout out to him. Oklahoma ties. All the other games should be relatively easy, of course. Illinois State, Temple, Kent State. We should be able to mop up the floor with those guys. I'm not worried about them. Let's keep it real. But Michigan should be the only hard tough non-conference game. And then they will have Auburn, LSU, Ole Miss, Missouri, Alabama, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Texas. Tejas. I guess we can call them Texas. They got the Longhorns too. But I don't know. I've just saw the schedule. I know I saw it yesterday. Just decided to make a quick video thinking about, oh man, just how life is gonna be in the SEC, man. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. Y'all think it's gonna be too rough, or how long do you think? Well, what I really want to know is how long do you think it's gonna take before OU wins a SEC championship and goes to the playoffs? You know what I mean? Think it's gonna be immediate? Think it'll take 2 years, 3 years? How long do you think it'll be before they actually start to get in the mix to where they dominate, like they dominated the Big 12 for have it 20 years or however long it was, 17 years or whatever the case, 20-something years. I don't know. It's been a long time. But OU pretty much ran the Big 12. I'm not saying that's going to happen in the SEC, but I do think they can be up there competing with Alabama, Georgia every year. And, of course, probably Texas. But, we'll see. That's my early thoughts. Let me know what you think. Just wanted to drop a quick video. 2025 schedule is out. And, of course, they put out the 24 schedule a little while ago. Let me see if I can put that up real fast. But when it comes to next year, of course, the that's a different story. It's not as bad. I think they start out with Temple or something like that. Temple, Houston, Tulane. You know what I'm saying? I think we went over this before already. But that shouldn't, let's say Temple, August 31st, Houston, September 7th, Tulane, September 14th. Then we in Tennessee, we meet up with Josh Heupel, September 21st. And then, that'll be that first real SEC game, if you ask me. Auburn. Bye week. Then they play Texas, Dallas, South Carolina, Ole Miss, Maine. That's just crazy. I'm playing Maine for the first meeting. We get that late season easy week. The SEC easy week against Maine, I guess. The first time they ever play each other, I believe. Missouri. Then a bye week. Then Alabama in Norman. Then LSU at Baton Rouge. So, of course, those last two games are going to be crazy critical night games. Probably just, man, there's going to be so much on the line probably at the Alabama LSU game. I mean, it just depends on how the season goes. But we'll see. Anyway, those are my thoughts real fast on that.